Everyone, welcome back to Disney Sorcerer Arena. So, I don't know if you're aware, but maybe you've been out of touch for a day or so. And the patch notes yesterday, I've done this video twice already, so hopefully they change what I'm saying. So yesterday they announced that the Maui event this would be the last run of the Maui event, and that it was going to go to a lifetime event like so many other events have. And they said that it's just going to be like the Frozen event, where you can go and you can get a lifetime achievement. Speaking of the Frozen event, before I forget, it's now down here in the lifetime events. This is a new event tab, Into the Unknown, a lifetime legendary event. So we have our first legendary character. The first one ever released by Sorcerer Arena is now has her own legendary event lifetime event tab. Which, so all that means is you're going to be able to that they're not going to be bringing the Elsa event back periodically. They're going to be that it's just going to be here forever. And so she is the first legendary that you can open, whenever you get around to getting the whole Frozen team up. So you don't have to rush. And it's, it's just there. And so, but I don't know if this is in lieu of that. I don't know if this is another. It seems like it's a crazy trade-off, but we have this new event right here. And this new event is the Powerline standout event. Now, when they announced this event yesterday on Discord, they announced that, hey, Max and Powerline are coming to the game. And if you don't know who Powerline is, don't feel bad. If you don't know who Max is, depending on how old you are, I would say maybe feel bad. But Powerline, Anyway, we're going to take a look at Max. We're going to talk about some stuff. We're going to look at Max's kit, and he's a brand new character. And if you're not familiar with Max's backstory, he's Goofy's son, if you can't tell. And real quick, we'll just jump into this. He's a hero support. He's a hero, obviously. He's support. He's downtown, obviously. He's from a Goofy movie. There was a TV show that I grew up with called during the Disney afternoon called Goof Troop, in which Max and Pete move in next door to Goofy's best friend, who is Pete, who is already in the game. Pete has a family. He has a wife. He has a son that's Max's age. It ends up being Max's best friend. His name is PJ. And then Pete also has a daughter who's like, 7 or 8. And PJ's probably 13, 14, and so is Max. It's part of this thing called the Disney Afternoon. If you're not familiar with the Disney Afternoon, it was DuckTales, Gummy Bears, Tailspin, Darkwing Duck, and some other lesser-known shows that comprised this Disney Afternoon, which was prevalent in the 90s, and I grew up with, and I really enjoyed a lot. But we'll talk about Max's skills here. First one is called Ollie Up, which is obviously a skateboard move. Deal damage 10% bonus per helpful effect on target and self. And he steals targets. So Max and Powerline are both supports. Max steals using skateboard moves. Powerline, we'll get into his kit. The upgrade using steals, so we'll go from stealing 1 helpful effect to stealing 2. You'll do more damage at tier 3. At tier 4, once per turn, when the opponent reaches 5 helpful effects, perform this ability on them. So this will just, beside whatever move you're doing, I guess this will do this move additionally. And then at gear 9, it does more damage. His first special, called the Perfect Set, or the Perfect Cast, my bad, because there was a little fishing in the Goof Troop, in the Goofy movie, I think. Deal damage, steal 2 helpful effects, steal 1 magic per helpful effect stolen. Interesting. If Goofy is the teammate, so there's a synergy with Goofy. And then we have this Club Conquest stuff that you know that I'm not a fan of. He gains a copy of all effects stolen. If in Club Conquest, repeat this ability one time on the opponent with the most hopeful effects. So, once again, we get this Club Conquest nonsense that, if you're a fan, you know. The Tier 2 upgrade is gain 15% speed meter per helpful effect stolen. So that could be huge, depending on the amount of helpful effects you're stealing. You could be seeing some serious effect from Max, but I don't understand the Club Conquest stuff. 50% damage plus an additional steal, and then plus more damage. The big moment is the other special. Grant a copy of 3 helpful effects on this character to all teammates. If Powerline is a teammate, he uses the eye-to-eye ability regardless of magical charge. If Goofy is a teammate, he uses Dance Cares Away ability regardless of charge. So, obviously, synergy with Powerline and more synergy with Goofy. Upgrade. Grant 5% speed per helpful effect stolen, 2% speed meter increase, and then plus 1 effect copied. Could be big. Passive is just a goof. When this character gains a helpful effect, perform the following: extend the duration of the helpful effect on this character by 1. Grant adjacent teammates 1 magical charge for random ability. In Club Conquest, again, yuck. Gain 2 magics for this ability. And then extend is the upgrade, extend again, and 1 more magic for this. And I think that's it. So, Max is believe a 3-star unlock? Yeah, he's a 3-star unlock. It's going to take a minute. And then this was what crazy. Winnie the Pooh, who I've talked about previously, is a 3-star unlock. And then Powerline. Winnie the Pooh is a 4-star Powerline. A 4-star unlock, excuse me. And then Powerline is also a 4-star unlock. So, jump in, let's see what Powerline's got. Powerline has 5. Interesting. Powerline is, just sword clear. Let's take a look at Powerline. Oh, he's tech, so that's good. Hero support downtown. Goofy movie. Tech also. And then downtown here, of course. It's going to be interesting to see how good they are. Basic move. Power Presence. Deals damage to an opponent. Deals 10% bonus damage per stack. Per charge. Inflicts shock for 1 turn. So Shock does affected character cannot perform basic or special ability unless it is their turn. Ooh, interesting. Affected character cannot evade. Ooh, that's big. That's interesting. The upgrade, he becomes empowered. They made a joke on the Discord about empowered line. I don't know. Empowered, repeat this ability on a random opponent when performing those with shock, and then upgrade the ability, more damage, and then 5% bonus damage from 10 to 15, and then just plus damage done. Switcher number 1, standout. Grant target teammate Power Surge. Power Surge, afflicted teammate inflicts shock for 1 turn and gains 25% offense when dealing damage. 30% chance to gain Power Surge for 1 turn if the target teammate has charge. Grant them 3 more charges. Call target assist to teammate. Call target teammate to assist. 3-turn cooldown for this ability. Empowered, repeat this ability when random teammate is performing charge. 15% chance to grant power charge, plus 1 power charge duration, plus 1 shock, plus 15% chance to grant power charge. So it goes from 30% to 45% to 60% at Gear 9. Did not mean to do that. Next one is called Eye to Eye, and this is the one that has the synergy with Max. Grant each other teammate 5% turn meter per charge, 20% chance per charge to grant Power Surge for 1 turn, haste for 1 turn. In Club Conquest, again, on start turn, gain 5 charges and perform this ability regardless of magic cost. Empowered, once he's empowered, repeat this ability 1 time. 5% speed mirror, so 10%. And then here we get at Gear 4, Tier 8, we have 30% chance to gain Power Surge. Long cooldown, really long cooldown. First passive, Electrifying Entrance. On the start of battle, perform the following. Deal damage to all opponents, 30% chance to inflict blind for 1 turn. The upgrade for this, perform this ability when the character is empowered. So, you obviously want to get him to empowered. 50% plus damage, and then in Club Conquest, again, it inflicts stun for 1 turn. The other passive, Powerline, gains 1 charge when he uses this ability. Keep in mind this has no cooldown. Plus 1 charge per magic spent when he uses an ability. He does not gain a charge per magic spent when he uses this ability, regardless of magic charge. So, a little confusing text there. When Powerline reaches 10 charges, then he becomes empowered. Okay. The upgrade on turn start, perform the following. Gain 4% speed meter per 2 charges to adjacent teammates. Plus 2% turn meter, and empowered. Repeat this ability 1 time. So, what I'm seeing is he's like a crazy version of Dash with a lot of potential. And if I had to guess, I'm probably going to say he's Dash on steroids, but I don't know his stats right off the top of my head. He's 90 to start. There's a good chance that he's pretty fast. Excuse me. Did not mean to cough. Couldn't have, but I had something in my throat there. So I'm kind of curious. Am I the only one who feels this way about Club Conquest? I hear the word Club Conquest, and I just sort of cringe. It's like because I don't play it. I mean, unless they give me a real reason, I just let my clubmates do whatever, and I'm just like collect the rewards at the end. That's who I am. And I'm more than a little bothered now that we have Powerline, we have Max. I feel like, I don't know if Tigger and Eeyore and them did something, but Cusco and Pacha do, and then Peter Pan does, and it's like, enough with the Club Conquest. Come on. I mean, unless they're going to overhaul the thing and just start from scratch and make it, I don't know. I don't know what they could do to it to make it better. But aside from that, they have introduced, and this is something that I don't know that anybody was expecting. You see this thing called Summoner Students. Vanellope's here. Ian's here, which kind of makes sense because Barley is a member of the Adventurers. Then there's Wendy, Miguel, Dash, Jack, Violet, and Max. So remember how I talked about previously? I talked about the forest and how that had the potential to be the new adventures. This additionally has potential to be Adventures 2. Now it's going to be interesting. I definitely think they're going to bring the gummy bears in. Why do I say that? Because, as I talked about before, they get the forest. You get your forest characters. You would have wild, so you'd have wilds and the forest tag on there. That's where the gummy bears are. Additionally, you could bring Sunny and Cubby, who are the two youngest members of the gummy bears, and put them in here, right here. Two slots. They're both young. I don't know about Tummy and Gruffy and Grammy. They'd probably be just forest characters, but. And then what else do we do? Miguel is a leadership. Miguel is a mystical leadership. So we'll either need a leader for the summoner's students, or we'll need a leader for the forest, or both. I don't know. Call me crazy. I could be crazy. Could be really crazy, but I think there's a lot of interesting moves here. A lot of interesting stuff to be done. Anyway, guys, if you like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe to the channel. Leave me some feedback. What do you think about the Summoner students? What do you think about the Goofy movie? I would love it if they brought in PJ, Peg, and I cannot remember the name of the daughter, but PJ and Peg and whoever the girl is, I can't remember. It would be phenomenal. But I think that's just part and parcel to the whole Winnie the Pooh thing that I talked about a couple weeks ago, where they only brought the three characters from Winnie the Pooh in. But I think they're gonna bring him in. I definitely think they'll finish those teams at some point. I just don't know when. And I definitely think there's something here cooking in the background with the forest introduction last month of the forest characters, and now these summoner students. There's something coming. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm excited. Let me know what you think. Anyways, thanks for the time. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think about the kits. Until next time, I'll see you. Have a good one.